Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all staying healthy and well. Thank you so much for all the positive feedback I've got on my last few videos. So many of you have said that my videos have helped to bring back a sense of normalcy or to help ease your anxiety with regards to the spread of the coronavirus. I know that it's a very stressful time and a lot of people are concerned about the spread, about our economy. So I'm here to film videos, hopefully to put your mind at ease sometimes, to, I don't know, just give you a break. I feel like I need a break, or I just become so stressed out thinking about everything. So it's nice to just think about the world we had before the coronavirus and the world we'll have after the coronavirus. So today I'm going to be doing a video with regards to these two bags right here. This was requested, yes, and please continue to leave me requests because I don't know what to film, so I want to film things that you want to see. And thank you to all the new subscribers too. It's awesome. I'm so thankful and blessed that people are watching me and taking the time to comment on my videos. So continue to do so, please. So these two bags right here was requested. This was my sort of latest edition. This is the Burberry e-canvas book tote in the small size, and then this is my Goyard St. Louis tote in the PM, and I've had this now for about a year, so I've definitely used this one way more than this one. I've actually only used this one twice now since I've got it. I don't go out, right? So but the times that I have gone out, I've tried to use this tote just so I can kind of get a feel for it. So hopefully I can kind of give you a little bit of a review between these two because they can be similar, but there's quite a few differences as well. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on these two, then just stay tuned. All right, so I'm going to start with the Goyard since I have had it for a little bit longer. So I picked this up March of last year at Neiman Marcus in Chicago, so the Goyard boutique. We don't actually have any Goyard stores here in Canada, so you sort of have to source out where the closest one is to you. I'm not sure if they would actually be able to ship it to you. You can also go on the pre-love market, but I find that the pre-love prices for the St. Louis tote and specifically is fairly comparable or comparable to the retail price. So if you can get it new, I would just opt for that. So this is, let me look at dimensions, 19 inches across. I think it's from like the longest points here. And then it is 11 inches tall and about 6 inches in depth. Now the strap drop from here is a little bit shorter than the GM. Like I said, this is a PM. This is 7.5. I believe the GM goes to about 8.5, so it's an extra inch. Inside is just canvas, and then you have a little removable pouch if you'd like to take it out, but I take it out sometimes, it just depends. So that is it. It's made out of this canvas, and then it has a leather trim. Very, very, very lightweight and very unstructured, as you can kind of see. Though mine, typically even, there's nothing in it, it still stands up really nicely, which is good. I see some that are get really, really smushy. Price of this, I bought this, like I said, last year. Finding the prices of Goyard online is like finding a needle in the haystack. They don't do any e-commerce, so on their website you can't actually order anything, and they don't list prices of things. So really you have to search around or look at purse form and things like that. I paid $12.25 US dollars, so $1,225 US for this bag. If you convert it, I mean, it really depends on how the dollar is doing as well. So $12.25 US equals right now about $1,715 Canadian. With the taxes, I remember I paid just under $2,000 for this bag at the time last year. So it's prior to tax, it's about $1,700 to $1,750 Canadian. That's that. And then if you look at the Burberry, so like I said, I just got the Burberry tote and I haven't used it as much. So this is the e-canvas book tote in the smaller size. It does come in a larger size, sort of similar to the Goyard. So the sizes of this, it's actually about the same size. Like if you look at how tall, oh, that's not right. It doesn't look the same size, but this also says it's 11. Strange. And then it's 13 inches across. So it's definitely shorter there. And it's 5 inches or 4.9 inches sort of in depth, which is, I don't know, they seem similar, but I guess if you were to open this one up, it would open up a little bit wider. So that's the stats on this one. This is a lot more structured, as you can see, but the handles flop down. This is also made with canvas, a coated canvas, and then it has like the leather handles and leather trim, and it also has leather on the bottom, which the Goyard does not have. So price point of this bag, if you watch my unboxing video of this, then you would have known I got a great deal on it. I think it was like 800, no, I can't remember how much I paid now. I think $800 or $900 Canadian for it. If you go on the actual Burberry website, it is $1,220 Canadian. So these two are both the same prices as US, and this is Canadian. So the Goyard, by the time you convert it, is about $500 or so more expensive than the Burberry tote. So that's sort of the specs. All right, so now that I'm done with sort of giving you the specs on the bag, I can go into more depth with regards to them and sort of the pros and cons of each. I did move everything out of the Burberry bag into the Goyard, so you can kind of see everything does fit in there. And because the canvas is white on the inside, it's a lot sort of easier to find things in there. And again, because it's unstructured, it's sort of easy to open up the bag fairly wide like this, so you can really sort of see what's inside of it. Whereas compared to the Burberry one, it does open up because it's a black hole. It's a little bit tougher to find some things in there. I also forgot to mention that the Burberry does have this large pocket. So it has a large pocket with the monogram. So it has like a slip behind it, so you can put things in there, and then it has the zippered compartment that you can put things in as well. But that's it. Security wise, I also forgot to mention this. This has a snap button closure at the top, so really things can stay nice and secure, so it's a good travel bag. Whereas I feel with this one, because it's a little bit open, it might not be as secure and as safe. So I think one of the benefits to the Goyard is actually having this lighter canvas on the inside, just because you can find things easier. But I do know that, let me fix that, it can be a little bit trickier to keep clean. If you have, I don't know, if you spill something in here, then you obviously it's going to show more so on the Goyard as compared to the Burberry, because this is black. So I think if maybe you're a busy parent, then this might actually help you a little bit more because it's black on the inside. And if you're putting in a bunch of things like foods or drinks and things like that, this one might be harder to actually maintain because of that white kind of canvas or that beige canvas on the inside. So some other benefits to the Goyard, I would say it is more comfortable when you wear it on your shoulder, just because you can just smush everything against you. Like, you can see how malleable this bag is. Like, you can squish it up, you can fold it up, you can do sort of anything to it, and just sort of lies nicely against your body. Whereas with the Burberry, because it is more structured, you can't really sort of, as you can see, you can move the canvas, but it's a lot sturdier, which some people might like more so. But it's just, well, now it's empty, so it kind of smushes against me. But when it's full, do I have to make this full just to sort of show you? When it's full, it's harder to sort of smush against your body nicely. So like this. So now it's full, so it kind of sticks out. As you can see, you can kind of still, you know, it will lie against your body pretty nicely, but this part will stick out a little bit more. and then it's just not as soft, and it's not as comfortable to wear this tote. Maybe I've also used this for longer, so that could also be influencing my opinion. More benefits to the Goyard. It goes with more things. I think this color, because I got the classic color, I should also mention they do special colors. The special colors typically go up by about, I think it's like $300 or $400 in price for a special color like the white or the blue or the green. Because this one's black, it goes with a lot more. So I wouldn't hesitate to wear this purse with this green top right now, just because I think it's black. It kind of goes with everything. This, while it's neutral colors, from the side, it's totally fine because it just has like that brown and black. But then up close, because it has this sort of red there, it can be a little bit trickier. So from the side, this looks totally fine with the green shirt. But then when you go like this, because it has that contrasting red, that might limit you a little bit. So that is something else. The Goyard in general, I think, because it's a little bit harder to find, especially here in Canada, and to get your hands on, I find it's a little bit more kind of exclusive maybe, and so that might be a benefit. I generally like this bag quite a bit. I didn't think I would be a tote person, but really this has changed my mind on it. I don't see a lot of people with this bag. I see a ton of people with the Neverfull because it's just a very useful, versatile, practical bag, but I don't see a ton of people in Vancouver with this. So I would say those are the benefits to the Goyard. In general, I think I do like the look of it a little bit better, the unstructured, kind of slouchy tote of it. Benefits to the Burberry. The wider straps definitely are more comfortable. So the two bags weigh kind of the same. The Burberry's weighs more, obviously, because it has, slap myself, it has more leather on it, so the bottom and then the straps. I think also the canvas, because it's more structured, it weighs a little bit more. But because you have these wide straps, you don't have to worry about these ones here. If you were to fill it up more, really sort of digging in, it lies very, very comfortably. I mean, it feels nice to have like the wider straps with it, so I would say that's a benefit. I would also say the snap button closure is a huge benefit to it, just because, again, you can ensure that things are safe. Other benefits to this, I went over the whole sustainability thing. This is actually, the e-canvas is more sustainable than the Goyardine, or even compared to the Neverfull canvas. You won't find this around Vancouver. I haven't seen anyone carrying this, and I've seen a couple of girls look at me when I did carry it. They're kind of like, oh, what kind of bag is that? You can see in the corner they're either looking at the bag to see what it is, so that's kind of nice. Other benefits to it, I mean, it's hard to just say. I think the straps are a huge benefit, and that might be it. And it's sustainable, and I guess the black lining is kind of nice, because if you do get stains, even though I think in my Goyard it's literally like brand new, like there's no sort of stains at all in this bag. There's lint for sure, but there's no actual like stains in this bag. So one thing I should note about this is that there is a definite smell. So at first I thought it was the canvas, but it's not the canvas, but there's sort of this chemically type of smell to it, and it's actually the leather handles. And I think it's because when I first got this, there was a little tag on it said it's been weatherproof. So I think they've applied something to the leather to make it resistant to water and to weatherproof it. But it has a definite chemically smell, and even though I've been using this bag for about, well, I haven't used it, I've only used it twice, but I've had this bag for 2 weeks, the smell is still there. So I don't know if it will dissipate. My husband hasn't noticed it, but I definitely noticed it, whereas all my other leather bags and like this, like the leather, there's no scent to it. So I think maybe with time it will continue to, it's definitely not as strong. It smells like leather, but leather that's coated for sure in a chemical. So that's something else. If you're very sensitive, you might not like that, but I think even if I were to condition it, which I don't think I need to because it's weatherproofed, I think that might help take away some of the smell and just general sort of use of it. Oh, one other benefit to this is a strap drop. The strap drop is longer by an inch, I believe, almost an inch, and that definitely makes a difference. So when you actually put it over your shoulder, it's just a little bit more comfortable to wear. I'll kind of stand up and take some shots so you can see how it lays on my body with regards to my frame, and that might be able to help you a little bit more. So let's go and do that right now. All right, so here's my lovely quarantine outfit of the day. These leggings are from Aritzia. They are the Atmosphere, but in like the Arant. They're super like crazy comfy and they're high-waisted. And then this is just a t-shirt I got from H&M, which is a dupe for the tour t-shirt from TNA at Aritzia, but like a third of the price. I always get questions about these earrings. They are from American Eagle. I have two pairs. One's a bit bigger, but they're like $6 right now on American Eagle. So definitely go get those. Hi Bean, BB. Okay, and then, yeah, my light blue Adidas sandals. So, I'm going to show you, this is the Burberry. So, like, for reference, I am 5'5" and 100, well, I was 114 pounds the last time I went to the doctor, like, 2 months ago. And now I'm 117 because all I'm eating is bread. And then this is what it looks like on. So you can see like the shoulder strap, the drop on me. It's like fairly comfortable. I should put the Goyard on the other side, but that's how it fits on me. I typically will only wear this on my shoulder ever, and you can see how it fits, kind of smushed up. All right, so now that I have both bags on, you can definitely see the difference in strap drop. So I've tried to fill them up with about the same amount of stuff in it to make it a little bit more equal. So you can see that this Goyard hits a lot higher up, whereas the Burberry, there's definitely some room. Like you can see behind me, you can see the background because there's that extra room. So the extra inch sort of difference in the strap drop, it makes a huge difference. So if you have like maybe like bigger arms, I think the Burberry would be more comfortable. One of the other things to note is if you go like this, so if you were to open up the bag like this and then use your other hand, so the hand holding the camera, to dig and find things, it's hard to get the bag back on your shoulder. It just requires a little bit of flexibility of your arms. Whereas if I do that with the Burberry, so if I were to open this up and then dig into the bag, I could just throw this back on over my shoulder really easily. So that might be something. It's just a little bit more convenient, I think, the strap drop with the Burberry as compared to the Goyard. But you can kind of see how it fits on me, both of the bags. Like I said, I do like both of them. Now that I'm like wearing them, like I find that this goes perfectly well and fine with my green shirt. But you can see that it's definitely more structured. So this one like completely flops against me. It doesn't really bag out a ton. I don't have a base shaper or anything in it, but it doesn't bag out a ton. But this one, you can see, still remains fairly structured on me. So I hope I was able to answer some questions that you might have had between the two bags and to give a good comparison on them. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Let me know. What is your favorite? Do you prefer the Goyard, or do you prefer the Burberry, or do you prefer a different tote? And until I see you in my next video, please continue to keep safe, keep well, take care of those around you, stay positive. The human race, we are so resilient, and we've been coming together really well locally and globally. So continue to stay positive, and thank you so much again for watching.